I did not like people when I came here, and I was like, maybe a sorority isn't for me because I don't really like people. Hello and welcome to my channel. As you may or may not know, this is my first video. So hello. This video is going to be about Greek life and my experience being in a sorority. I moved in August 23rd for new student orientation week. I didn't even take a campus visit when I got here. I just showed up with my car and all of my stuff and had to figure out where I was going to be living. So I had no idea what I was getting into when I decided to come here. During orientation week, they had an involvement fair, and there was a booth for Greek life. I didn't think I'd fit in. I didn't think I would enjoy it. But I did end up signing up that night at the involvement fair to rush. And that was an absolutely amazing experience. It was so nerve-wracking, but I really wish I could just go back and do it all over again. And then I was leaving the involvement fair, the president of the sorority that I am currently in walked up to me and was like, "Are you interested in joining Greek life?" And I love her to death, but it made me so nervous. I was like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. And so we kind of chit-chatted, and I ended up leaving that table, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Rush week started maybe even the next day, maybe 2 or 3 days after I signed up. So I didn't really have long, and like I said, I had no idea what to expect. The first night we just did house tours and we met the president. We didn't really meet a ton of girls. It was very basic, very casual. Second day we got to sit down and chit chat with some girls. This one was a little bit more formal. They slowly got more and more formal, and it was really scary. Every single night that we were there, they told us about their mission statement, what they stood for. We got to interact with a bunch of girls. We were seated in one seat, and girls rotated to come and talk to us. The scariest part was the night before we got our bid. We were put in a room, and there was a computer there, and it was like me and 2 other girls, and we sat down and we ranked the sororities. The next day we were told that they would come knock on our door anytime between 8 a.m. and noon. I sat on my bed and it was like 7:30, and I had like done my makeup, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, okay, they can knock on my door in a half hour. I was so nervous, so excited. And then they knocked on my door and my heart dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, please let the president of this sorority be out there. I was like, please let her be out there, please let her be out there. And she was.
Sam, how are you? Good. Kappa Kappa Gamma would like me to extend you a bid. You accept?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, of course. That's the story of how I joined my sorority. Absolutely love it. We were given what they call a new member mom, who kind of mentored us and took care of us up until initiation, and love her to death. She is actually the president of the sorority now, so I feel like a proud daughter. She was so extremely helpful throughout the entire process. She was amazing. So then we started going to meetings. New member meetings basically just explained, okay, like, here is what the sorority is about. Here's more information about the office positions. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Then we got initiated, and I cannot share anything about that process, but we initiated. We were finally able to wear our Greek letters, and it was so rewarding. Oh my gosh, I put on my letter shirt and I cried. I was so excited. And the letter shirt that I put on were our family letters, and that goes back to Big Little Reveal. It was this long, drawn out, like, week and a half, and I will insert in some videos and some pictures from that week. We had little one-on-one meetings with girls that were going to potentially be our big. Sat down for coffee, and we left the meeting, and I looked over at the girl who was my roommate, and I was like, oh my gosh. It's like, she's so sweet. And she was like, yeah, like, I think she likes you too. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I oh my gosh. And we aren't allowed to say like, I want this person to be my big, and we're not allowed to like, I don't remember what they call it, but we're not allowed to say that. Campaigning, maybe that's what it, I don't remember, but we're not allowed to do that. We prefed the ranking of girls that we met with in order of like who we want to be our big, and then the new member mom took that list into consideration. The girls who were getting littles also ranked us, which was really, really scary. The new member mom took our rankings and their rankings, and that's how they paired up bigs and littles. The last day where we didn't know going into this new member meeting that we were going to be finding out our bigs that day. But yeah, so we went to this meeting and there was a box sat in front of me with my name on it. And I opened it up and there was a letter from my big. There was a shirt I was supposed to wear, and there were these sunglasses that I was also supposed to wear. We got to the chapel that we had big little reveal at, and we were all sat down in the chairs. I cannot even remember what was going through my brain at the time. All I remember was sitting there freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, like I really want it to be this person. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I walked up there, I was shaking, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so nervous, oh my gosh. And I was sitting there and I was fidgeting with my rings, and the new member mom was reading my letter, and the whole time I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know who's behind me, I don't know who's behind me. And then she goes, you can turn around and meet your big. These pictures are me and my big after big little reveal. We then went and got Dame Fine, which is amazing. But yeah, these pictures turned out so cute. And this video right here is of a scrapbook that she made for me. The purpose of this video is basically just to explain how much I love my sorority. And kind of give some insight into sorority life and stuff. We do fun events. We do what is called, we call them sisterhoods. We hosted a breakfast and a coffee exchange type thing. So that was a lot of fun. Did semi-formal. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I got an officer position, which is really exciting. That officially starts when we get back for the spring semester, which I'm really nervous about, but it'll be okay. I also work alongside one of my best friends, so it'll be a fun time. If you are thinking about joining a sorority but you're not sure it's for you, I would honestly just go through rush week, because you can get a bid and join a sorority and decide that you don't want to be in it, and then you can leave. They're not going to hold you hostage. Like, you are allowed to leave whenever you want. I personally always wanted to join a sorority, and I knew this was something I wanted to do, and being a sorority has changed me, but it's changed me for the better. I'm so much more confident. I care more about school. I have so many friends, and it makes campus feel a lot smaller. I can't leave my room without running into one of my sorority sisters, and I'm like, oh my gosh, hi. It's been absolutely amazing. So, in other words, go Greek, even if you're not sure it's for you, because there was a lot of girls who I was talking to through Rush Week, and they were like, oh, I don't know if the sorority is for me, and they joined one, and they are beyond happy. Go Greek, and thanks for watching. Bye.